Should a cheating woman be forgiven? Before I dive into the answer, I want you men to picture this. I want you to remember that the guy she cheated with, she replied to his messages, whether they were talking on Facebook, on Instagram, or text messaging. They planned to meet, so they organized, whether it was they were going somewhere in a hotel or they were going for lunch. So they organized. You can't organize to meet somebody if it's you doing the organization by yourself and the other person is not involved. So she was fully involved in organizing and selecting the place. Remember, this was all behind your back. The day of that place they had organized to meet, that day, whether she told you she's working late at work, or she has a meeting to attend, or she has a girls' night out, whatever she did to be able to go there without you questioning it. So probably she had to lie to you. So if she told you she was working overtime, that was a lie because she was going to meet the other dude. So she had to create a lie in order to be able to be with the other guy. When she got there, remember, she was doing it in secret because she knows she's with you. So it's not like she had amnesia that day. She did not know that you guys were together in something. So remember, when she got there, she took off her own clothes. Or if it was the guy who undressed her, remember, she let him do it. She gave him the go-ahead. She gave him the green light, knowingly that wasn't her boyfriend or husband. So remember, she took off her clothes. She took off her panties, and probably that day she wore a G-string or whatever she was wearing for him. Also remember, she had to be really nicely dressed before going there. So she probably bought new clothes or bought clothes that you have seen her wear and they look sexy on her. She took the time in the mirror getting ready for the other guy. Probably she has never been that ready for anybody, for you, before. So remember, she put in the effort that she doesn't do. She doesn't put into you when it comes to you, because she already got you in her box and she's comfortable now. But for the other guy, she had to put in all that effort. So remember, she took off her clothes. I also want you to remember, she got wet for him. Guys, I want you to remember this. She got wet for the other man. It's not only you. So you're used to her getting wet for you. So guess what? She got wet for another man. Your own wife, your own girlfriend. Then she proceeded to spread her own legs in order to receive the other man's member. Remember that. She took off her clothes, got wet for the other guy, knowing she has you back at home. She then proceeded to spread her legs. Let's continue. Remember, picture this, how loud she was screaming. This time she was calling out his name, not your name. At that moment, you are non-existent. But remember, in her subconscious, she know that you are the boyfriend. She was well aware. She was conscious. She knows that you're the boyfriend or the husband. But that time, it was all about her. She was screaming the other guy's name. She wasn't screaming your name. She was screaming another guy's name and calling him all sort of nice words. She was being an HOE for the other guy. And remember, because she's a nice girl to you, she was probably removing all the tricks from the bag for this guy in order to impress him. So she was going above and beyond in the bed. Then, after all said and done, she orgasmed. She came for him. If they didn't use protection, the guy came in her. I'm putting it raw so that you guys can see or hear for yourself. The guy came in her. If they didn't use protection, and she let him do it. If they didn't use protection, she probably said no, she doesn't want it because she wants to feel good. The same woman who doesn't use protection with you did it with another guy without it. Even if they used it, which nine times out of 10, for the flings, they don't really use it because they want the other guy to get the full experience so she can keep him orbiting around her until the day you start acting out and she's on to him and welcomes him onto the stage. Then after all was done, probably took a shower or didn't take a shower, then she came home to you and hugged you. She came home to you, probably kissed you after she had the other man's member in her mouth. She came and kissed you. Probably because it has happened a lot. You do your research. Probably she even had sex with you. Without even cleaning up. Picture that. She came home, hugged you, probably gave you a kiss, as is routine for couples, and she probably went into bed with you so she doesn't have to take another shower and another shower. Picture that. So, are you going to forgive this woman? You know the answer.